All right, shocking new video seen by jurors on day one of the Boston bombing trial as the main suspect admits he played a role in the attack. So the question no longer is whether Tsarnaev took part, it's whether he'll get the death penalty.
I'm joined now with Brian by Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge.
Morning, guys.
So he's now facing 17 counts that carry the death penalty.
Right.
30 charges, also charged in the killing of the MIT police officer.
Right.
Later that day.
Right.
Was this when the defense attorney says it was him? That's not a guilty plea? Explain.
No, it's a great question, Elizabeth. It is almost a guilty plea. Remember, if he pleads guilty, then the government doesn't have to prove its case. On the other hand, he can only be sentenced to death after a jury recommends death, and the jury can only recommend death after it hears the trial in all of its gory details. Stated differently, no matter what she says, his lawyer, in her opening statement, the government still has to prove the case, just as if they were claiming he wasn't there or he was the wrong. They got the wrong guy.
So they're saying very similar to those snipers, where John Muhammad and John Lee Malvo was 17 at the time, Muhammad was in his 20s. They said he had some type of influence over the younger one. He get one. Muhammad gets death.
Yes, in that
the
case,
other one gets
in that case, it worked. Right.
Right. And so they're hoping, I guess, it works here. Tsarnaev's lawyer says this: Dzhokhar was under the influence of his brother. He will not argue that Tamerlan forced him to join the plan, but you will hear evidence about the kind of influence the older brother had.
Okay, you're looking at Judy Clark. She is the best death penalty defense lawyer in the country. This is a shrewd, almost brilliant move on her part. Don't insult the jury. When the evidence of guilt is overwhelming, be honest and candid with the jury. There's no chance your client is going to walk, but there is a chance your client could stay alive. It's not a happy life, but it's life as opposed to execution. I think by appealing to the jury's common sense, she's giving him a shot at this.
There are a number of cases in which Judy Clark has saved her clients, as you mentioned, from the death penalty.
Yes.
This one case here is Atlanta Olympics bomber Eric Rudolph, the Unibarton Ted Kaczynski, right there that you see, Jared Lochner.
These guys are monsters.
That was a shooter for Gabby Giffords.
Right. The three of them are monsters, but they're alive. It's not a happy life where they are, but they're alive because this same lawyer has been so candid with jurors and judges and put the government to its proofs and make the government prove worthiness of death.
And then you project a parade of he's a good guy. I never saw this side of him. And all these people are going to come up, testify that Dzhokhar was in awe of his brother and whatever his brother said he did almost like a servant, right?
Well, if he is almost like a servant and the jury believes that, he's going to get life in prison instead of execution.